Dear friends, have you ever found yourself in a situation where everything seems to be falling apart? Where every door you try to open gets slammed shut in your face? Where every effort you make ends in failure? I know I have. And I know how hard it is to keep going when nothing seems to be working. But here's the thing. It's in those moments of darkness and uncertainty that we have a choice to make. We can choose to give up, to lose faith, and to let the circumstances define us. Or we can choose to trust God even when nothing is working. Trusting God when nothing is working is not easy. It takes courage, it takes perseverance, and it takes a willingness to surrender our control and our understanding to a power greater than ourselves. But I want to tell you today that it is worth it. Trusting God when nothing is working is the key to unlocking a life of purpose, of joy, and of peace. So how do we do it? How do we trust God when everything around us seems to be falling apart? First, we must remember that God is always at work, even when we can't see it. In Romans 8 verse 28, it says, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." That means that even in the midst of chaos and uncertainty, God is working behind the scenes to bring about good. We may not see it, we may not understand it, but we can trust that he is always at work. Second, we must focus on what we can control, not what we can't. So often, we get caught up in trying to fix everything ourselves, in trying to make things happen on our own strength. But the truth is, there are some things that are simply beyond our control. So instead of wasting our energy on trying to fix everything, let's focus on what we can control: our attitude, our actions, and our trust in God. Third, we must choose to trust God's character, not our circumstances. It's easy to trust God when everything is going well, but it's much harder when things are falling apart. But here's the thing. God's character doesn't change, no matter what our circumstances are. He is always good, always loving, always faithful. So let's choose to trust his character, even when our circumstances are uncertain. Finally, we must remember that trusting God when nothing is working is a journey, not a destination. It's a daily choice we must make, a daily surrender we must offer. It's not always easy, but it is always worth it. In conclusion, trusting God when nothing is working is not easy, but it is possible. It takes courage, perseverance, and surrender, but it leads to a life of purpose, joy, and peace. So let's choose to trust God.